संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतार वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Bowing down at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Mother Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda, I offer my heartfelt namaskar to all of you. Past 2 Saturdays, we are contemplating on the meaning and inner significance of Hanuman Chalisa. We will continue the same. What is the speciality of Hanuman? Let us go through a saying of Sri Ramakrishna. Ordinary people do not recognize the advent of an incarnation of God. The incarnation, avatara, he comes in secret. Only a few of his intimate disciples can recognize him. That Ramachandra was both Parabrahman, absolute, and also a perfect incarnation of God in human form, was known only to 12 rishis. The other sages said to him, Rama, we know you only as Dasharatha's son. They were all rishis, great saints, great sages. But only 12 rishis could recognize him as the avatara. The rest, they told Rama, we know you only as Dasharatha's son. So telling this, Sri Ramakrishna continues, can anyone comprehend Parabrahman, the highest Godhead, the indivisible existence, knowledge, bliss, absolute? He alone has attained perfect love of God. That is Shuddha Bhakti, perfect love of God, perfect devotion, having reached the absolute. Absolute is the formless, attributeless aspect of God, that is Parabrahman, absolute, keeps himself in the realm of the relative in order to enjoy the divine play of God. So he only can understand. A man can describe the ways. Sri Ramakrishna is giving an example. A man, ordinary man, can describe the ways and activities of queen. So in those days, India was ruled by the Queen of England, British. So Ramakrishna is giving the example of the queen. A man can describe the ways and activities of the queen if he has previously visited her in England. Only then will his description of the queen be correct. Meaning, only when we have realized God, the highest Godhead, then you can really understand avatara, the incarnation. Sages like Bharadwaja, Sri Ramachandra, while he was walking in the forest, he visited this great rishi, Bharadwaja. So taking up the name of this great sage, Bharadwaja, Ramakrishna is telling, sages like Bharadwaja adored Ramachandra and said, O Rama, you are nothing but the indivisible Satchit Ananda. Indivisible means akhanda, which cannot be cut into pieces, the whole, the absolute. Sat is infinite existence, infinite being, absolute. Chit is infinite consciousness or knowledge. Ananda is bliss absolute. So, our Bharadwaja Muni recognized, because he had realized Parabrahman within himself, so he could recognize Ramachandra, who he was. So, he is telling, this incident is told by Sri Ramakrishna, is telling, sages like Bharadwaja adored Ramachandra and said, O Rama, you are nothing but indivisible Satchidananda. You have appeared before us as a human being, but you look like an ordinary man because you have shrouded yourself with your own Maya. These rishis were great devotees of Sri Ramachandra and had supreme love for God. So, now you can know what was the greatness of Hanuman. He was the supreme, the king amongst these realized souls, the sages who could recognize him as the Parabrahma Swarupa. They just recognized him, worshipped him when he came to the ashram, their ashram. But you can see, from the time Hanuman saw Ramachandra, he could recognize him. And not only he became Ramaduta, I will take up that word Ramaduta, and Ramadasa, he became the servant. He not only just recognized him as the Parabrahma Swarupa, the highest Godhead, taken a human form, but also he started intensely serving the Lord. So, now you can understand. Devotion is not but simply emotional outburst. Yes, emotional outburst is one aspect of devotion. But just shouting, running, jumping and getting other things, that is also required a little. But what is the real meaning of devotion? Devotion comes from the word bhakti. And what is the root word of bhakti? Bhakti comes from the root word, or devotion comes from the root word bhaj. The root word dhatu is bhaj, meaning sevayam, meaning service. So devotion means not only emotional outbursts, but seva, service. So devotion is expressed through service. So here Hanuman, seeing the Lord, recognizing him as the highest Godhead, he never wasted a single second. Constantly he used to serve Ramachandra. The highest sage or avatara of Shiva who could recognize Ramachandra as the highest Parabrahma Swarupa. That is what now you can see Sri Ramakrishna telling about both. We are getting the speciality of Hanuman and Ramachandra. That's why we are studying Hanuman Chalisa, so that we can also recognize the avatars, the Parabrahma, the highest Godhead, and how to serve, how to develop our devotion. So that will, here Hanuman will be a model, an ideal for us. That is the reason we are contemplating, deliberating on Hanuman Chalisa. Now, the author who has written this Hanuman Chalisa, our Tulsi Das. Now, we have told about the greatness, how he composed in the last session. Today, we will go through another incident from the life of our great Tulsi Das ji. He lived near Kashi. I visit almost every year. I go to India. I compulsorily visit Kashi to see Lord Vishwanatha. Then I go to Tulsi Ghat in Kashi on the bank of Ganga. There is Tulsi Ghat. I visited that, went there and sat in that Tulsi Ghat. There is the room from where you can see clearly Ganga flowing in its full grace. So they sitting there every day watching Ganga. Tulsi Dasji used to write the Ramcharitmanas. That place, I went there, sat there, meditated there. Tulsi Ghat, you can see that even now if you go there. And some of the original manuscripts of that Tulsi Dasji's Ramcharitmanas are also kept there. You can go and see. So I visited that place in Kashi. Whenever I go there, I go and bow down and sit there. You can get that little, at least feeling of that great Ramcharitmanas. So now he was living in Varanasi, this great saint Tulsi Dasji. So let us hear and meditate on that wonderful incident. Every day, while he was going for bathing or some other work to do, he used to carry a pot of water for that purposes. Then, on the way, after finishing his other things in the jungle, he had an habit every day to carry that water pot. While returning after the activity, he used to pour the remaining water in that water pot, that little water left in the pot, to the root of the tree. Every day, when he returned, he would pour some water at the root of the tree. One day, suddenly, when he was pouring the water to that banyan tree, suddenly a big ghost appeared in front of him. What kind of a ghost? In ghosts, there are so many varieties. This ghost was Brahmarakshasa. What is the speciality of this ghost? Brahmarakshasa means the Brahmanas, the priests who are born, you call the high caste, or those who are doing born in this thing of the priest, family of the priest, but they have given up all their devotional activities, puja, havan and other rituals, and they have taken up to bad habits or doing sinful activities. When they die, the priest class people who do wrong things, they don't properly follow the good deeds, being born in that family, when they die, they not only don't go to heaven, not only don't go to Pitraloka, not only don't go to hell, they will be having the life of a ghost, Brahmarakshasa. So very pathetic, they don't get food, they don't get water, and they will be crying in trouble. So this was one ghost, and they will be powerful too, they will trouble other people, they will be living on the banyan tree, and they will be troubling also the people now. Tulsi Das, this great saint, while he was every day pouring this water, left out water at the root, this ghost used to get some water. So it couldn't get food and water. So when Tulsi Das was pouring this water, this ghost used to get, this Brahmarakshasa used to get some water. So now this ghost was pleased because no water, it is dying, such a pathetic condition. That's why while you are committing sinful activities and do not do your regular religious activities properly, should be very careful. We do not know what will be our pathetic condition and sinful activities being done. We should be very, very careful. Otherwise, we get a very bad state. And even people who commit suicide, they get this life of the birth of the ghost. And that's to suffer. They can't eat, they can't drink. Even though they can see everything, they don't get anything, they suffer and suffer. So now, but such in that suffering, now he was getting water every day by Tulsi Das. Now, that ghost appeared. It was pleased and it appeared in front of Tulsi Das ji, and it said, I was thirsty for 30 years. From 30 years I was so thirsty I couldn't get water. Nobody was giving water. So you should note that when you give food and water and other things, dana, charity, pinda, to your ancestors, it reaches them after death. So don't stop doing the ritual of the Pitru Karma whether during the Pitrupaksha or at the time of this thing, because that water and food you give, it reaches them. They will be the guardian angels and protecting your family. Otherwise, lot of problems will come to your family. That's why you have to do all these things. Don't think they are all some cock and bull stories, and don't give up all that thing. Whatever traditions are there in Hinduism, please follow it. Now here, this person is telling, for 30 years I couldn't get water. So I'm so grateful, very grateful for the water you used to give me daily. So I want to grant you a wish. I'm very pleased. Ask me anything. Now, this great saint, Tulsidas, the great devotee, thought for some time, what shall I ask from this ghost? What can I get from this ghost? Then he said, if you really want to help me, please take me to Hanuman. I want the vision, I want to see Hanuman. Can you please take me to Hanuman, where I can find him? We know that ghosts are afraid. Demons and ghosts are afraid of Hanuman. They can't even go nearby. So, they know. So, why are you afraid of Hanuman? Because you know where is Hanuman. So, you will not go there. So, you will be knowing definitely where Hanuman is. So, can you please guide me where Hanuman is? Then this Brahma Rakshasa told, the name Hanuman itself, the ghosts and the demons will be afraid of. That's why in this Hanuman Chalisa it is there. Mahavir jab naam sunave bhuta preta nikati nahi aave. The moment you utter Mahavira, the name of Hanuman, the bhuta, that is ghosts and preta and the different types of all these ghosts will run away. Nikati nahi aave. They can't even come near you. So, he pleaded, how can I show you Hanuman? I'm afraid. No, you need not give me the darshan, but at least you know where Hanuman is. So can you please show me where he is? The ghost said, yes, I can tell you, if that is your wish. The ghost said, in your village there is a temple where every day Ramakatha, that is Ramayana, the story of Rama is being narrated. So recited daily in the evening. Just go and observe. So you should not, many times I have told that verse 2 in the Sanskrit it is there. Yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam tatra tatra kritamastakāñjalim bhashpavari paripurna lochanam marutim namata rakshasantakam. Yatra yatra raghunatha kirtanam. Wherever there is the name of Rama is being sung, Rama Katha, the story of Rama is being read. So there, automatically by default, Hanuman will go there, sit. He is very pleased to hear the name of Rama, the bhajans of Rama, and also the story of Rama. He'll be very pleased. So wherever there is Rama Katha, name of Rama is being sung, there Hanuman will come. He will sit with his knees folded and both hands folded like this. Bhashpavari paripurna lochanam, with tears of joy trickling from his eyes, thinking of hearing of Lord Ramachandra, he will be there. So now, here every day in your village, in the temple, Ramakatha will be happening. It will be recited daily in the evening. Just go, this ghost is telling, and observe. You will find an old man who comes first to the Ramakatha, and he will leave the last every day. Tulsidas was so happy. He thanked this Brahma Rakshasa, this ghost, and left in excitement. He went, he observed the temple for days. Every day he used to sit and watch who will come first to Ramakatha, who will leave fast, that old man. So he was waiting and observing it, observing. After many days he found that old man. He would come first and go last. After many days of observing, one day he found an old man who comes first and leaves at last regularly. You do not know how God appears in front of you. He may be sitting here, hearing the name, the bhajans you are singing. He will not show. You cannot identify. God will be there, sitting, who knows. Likewise, now, one day he found that old man who comes first and leaves at last regularly. Immediately, he went and caught hold of his feet. He fell in that old man's foot and started crying. He said, Prabhu, Prabhu, Hanumanji, I was searching for you very long. I'm very, very happy today. That old man acted as if he's not Hanuman. Hey, what are you doing? I'm just an old man. Why are you catching hold of the feet? What will people other think, that you are mad and I am mad? Leave, don't. I'm very old man. I will fall down. What are you doing? I'm just an old man. Not some god or Hanuman. But Tulasidas didn't listen. He persisted. He tightly held the feet of that old man and cried. Finally, that old man said, let's go somewhere else. Don't create a scene here. All people will come to know. Let us go to somewhere else. Come. So from there, they disappeared from that place, from the temple. They do not make a scene here in front of everybody. Then Hanuman revealed his real identity. He showed his form, Hanuman form, to Tulasidas and asked to tell, what do you want? Tulasidas told, what shall I want? Please show me, take me to Lord Ramachandra. So I will tell that story next time, how Hanuman took him to this thing. Now we shall just conclude. See, now you can see, is Tulasidas' writing of Hanuman Chalisa is not just a figment of imagination, a poetry which so many poets will compose some poetry out of their scholarship, but it is out of realization. He has seen Hanuman, he has talked to Hanuman, he has got the grace of Hanuman. Then he has composed this. So how great this Hanuman Chalisa is. It is not ordinary poetry of just Hanuman. It is so great to bring that into your mind, how great thing we are contemplating on Hanuman Chalisa. I just told you this wonderful story of Tulasidas ji getting the vision of Hanuman. Now going forward, last time we had just had the introduction, and also we started with Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mano Mukuru Sudhari Barnau Raghubar Bimala Jasu Jo Dayak Palachari. Having polished my mind mirror, with the pollen dust of my Guru's feet, I bask in the unblemished glory of Lord of the Raghu clan, Raghubar Bimala Jasu, bestower of life's four fruit. That is the simple meaning. So we took up that first line, Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja. I told about Shri and Guru, all that we went to the depth. Then Charana means feet or foot. Saroja means Kamala, the lotus. Raja means the dust, pollen dust. Nija, my own. Manu, Mukura. Man means mind. Mukura means mirror. Sudhari. I am polishing it, cleansing it. So I took through all that. So at the same time, I told you, what is this foot dust? I also explained about that. So here, you remember Guru. Whenever you are doing anything, thinking of God, you have to go through the Guru. So here, taking the feet, dust of the Guru means that showing humility, devotion at the feet of the Guru. I explained about that in detail in the last section. To give up our vanity, to give up our ego and bow down to the feet of the Guru and take his dust feet and put it on your head, that means you become humble. So not only that, the other meaning, the more deeper meaning is to do the service of the Guru, to be ready to do the menial service of the Guru. So I also told you the example how some people become egoistic, and after coming to the temple and other ashram, instead of becoming humble, more humble, which is the indication, is a symptom of gaining more knowledge, they become egoistic. Tell, oh, why should I clean the toilet? Why should I wash the vessels? Many people used to tell me, why should we wash? Why are you washing the vessels, Swamiji? That is ladies' job, as if they are great men, that they should not do these things. When I was washing some of the vessels and giving the coffee, one of them would comment, this is ladies' job. So much of ego after coming here, and instead of giving up that ego, we become more egoistic. Then where is the growth in spiritual life? We are going backwards. So we Hindus have the tradition of taking the foot dust of the elders, parents, gurus, to show respect, also as a sign of humility. Now, what was the extent Sri Ramakrishna went to show? Our master went to the extent, to that extent, to show what humility is, how humble we should be. Sri Ramakrishna, after having the vision of the Lord in all the human beings, Lord Narayana is present in every human being. So what would he do? After seeing that, after having the vision, can he keep quiet? He should put into action. So every day in Dakshineshwar, they would feed the beggars, the low caste people, not the high caste and the elite were also fed. That was different. But there was another line for the beggars and the low caste people. So when they were fed, Master, because he had seen Narayana or the Lord, realized that in every living being, the Lord exists. He could see Narayana in every living being. So he used to go after those beggars and the low caste people had taken the food. He used to clean the leaf plate, the juta leaf, with his own hands, clean that. And how would he carry? He would carry the leaf plates on his head, Master, and go and put it out. And he used to take from that leaf plate some leftover this thing as the prasada of Narayana. When he has seen God, how can he keep quiet? So that is the way Master has taught us how to be humble. Then, not only that, seeing God in every living being, no distinction between high and low. The toilet cleaner, Rasik, was there in Dakshineshwar. In those days, there was no such, all the facilities of toilet. There would be somewhere some enclosure, there would be some basket kept. All the people used to go there to the toilet, and the toilet cleaner was considered very low, and he used to go clean that, take that and carry it on his head and throw it outside. So because he would carry diseases and other things, people used to not allow him to come nearby. They were kept very far away. That's why the discrimination was there, caste discrimination. Now, Master, when he realized God in everybody, what did he do? Because he was doing tapasya for 12 years constantly. No, not getting up from his one place. So all that hair had grown long like Shiva's jata. When you don't oil it, comb it, it will now get twined, matted hair. So it was grown in so deep meditation that birds and snakes used to go on him. He would not get up for 12 years, 6 years he has done that, so much of sadhana. So he had that matted hairs. So after seeing God in every living being, what did he do? He went to the toilet cleaner, Rasik's toilet, and he cleansed his toilet with his matted hair as the brush. That is humility. We act act humble, we act humility, but inside you will be jumping with ego. But Master has shown us how to be really humble. Then only you can get the grace of God. And where are we? What is our status? No, it is not to show it to others. We should not point to this. Now immediately what will we do? We will be showing it others. See, that fellow is egoistic. No, this is not for finding fault with others. To analyze each one of us, where are we? What are we? How humble we are? How much have we given up our ego? How much have we manifested God in us, seeing God and serving all the devotees and all the other people? So that was the extent Master has shown us. So that is here, taking the foot dust of Master means, or your Guru is becoming humble. Service, doing service to the feet of the Guru. That is the idea. So now, another thing you have to notice, why the feet of God, the feet of Guru is told as lotus feet. Why? No other, you could have told rose feet, rose flower, hibiscus flower. Why? Only lotus flower. Saroja. Saroja means lotus. Saroja Raja. Lotus, why so much of importance in our Sanatana Dharma to lotus? Lotus grows in muddy water. Dust, dirt, slush, mire, marsh, bog, wastage, slop, sludge, odium. So such places lotus grows. Growing in that mud, in that dirty place, it lends purity and beauty to that environment. Though it is in the mud, though it grows in the water, you take water and pour it or put on that lotus on the leaf, it has a special quality. That water will now turn into drop like a pearl and it will roll. It will not stick. So it stays in dirt, in water, mud and slush, but it will not touch. Even though it is staying, it will not touch that water. Likewise, indication is we should live in this world like the lotus, but you should not get touched by the worldliness. The bad nature, the bad things, you should not get touched. Live in this world. Do everything. Live with your father, mother, the wife, children, everything. But don't get attached. That is the idea. Be like the lotus in the mud and slush. Likewise, Guru. Just like the lotus gives that beauty to that bad environment, so also Guru lives in this muddy world, but gives us purity, spirituality. To take the dust means to develop a menial disposition, meaning ready to serve. That is the idea. Taking the dust means go and take simply dust and put it here is not the idea. Idea is go deeper. Yes, you have to touch the feet. All that thing is also the ritualistic way. But the real meaning is to serve, ready to perform any menial work for the sake of the Guru. Now we don't get the Guru. Guru has given Diksha and gone to Belur Math or some other place. How can we serve the Guru? Once Revered Swatmaramanandaji Maharaj told in his talk. When the disciples asked him the questions, how can we serve you? Then he told, see, I can't be available to be served. I can't give my hand and other things into 1,000 or million parts, million devotees are there. But wherever you are, wherever the ashrama is there, Master's place. So serve the devotees, serve the ashram, serve the people, serve the poor, then it will be like the service of the Guru. That was the word given by the great Swatmaramanandaji Maharaj to his disciple. Mahapurush Maharaj, Guru Maharaj's direct disciple, was in Belur Math. He came to Kashi. There was one Ban Bihari Maharaj, very simple and humble person. He got initiation from Shivanandaji, that is Mahapurush Maharaj, direct disciple. And he asked, you will go away to Belur Math now. How shall I serve you? What is the way I can serve you? He was in Kashi at that time. He told, here in this hospital, any patient coming with wound or anything, the patient, you go and bandage them. You do the service to the poor patient who come here by bandaging them. That will be my service. That was the Guru Agna. From that day onwards, he took it literally, whatever he Guru told. Every day from morning to evening, any patient coming, he used to go on bandaging, seeing that is my Guru, the Lord is here, I am serving. And he got God realization, Brahmagnan out of it. Famous, even now go to Kashi, ask about that Banabihari Maharaj. The people of Kashi called him Bandage Baba. The saint who got God realization by bandaging. So, service of the Guru is, that is Nija Mana Mukuru Sudhari. Taking the dust of the feet means serving the Guru. Serving the Guru means seeing God in every living being and serving them. That is the idea. So now going forward, next thing is Bharanau Raghuvara Vimala Jasu. What is the word Bharanau? It comes from the Sanskrit word Varnana. Varnana means I proclaim, I describe the glory of the Lord. Bharanau, of whom this is Hanuman Chalisa, but suddenly Raghuvara. Who is Raghuvara? Ramachandra. This is the glorification of Hanuman, but why are you suddenly introducing Raghuvara, Ramachandra? Yes, let us first know what is this Raghu, where this word Raghu comes from. Who is this Raghu? Now, the best among the clan of Raghu. In Sanskrit, Raghu means quick, that is the literal meaning. But according to Raghuvamsha, written by Kalidasa, Raghu is the son of King Dilipa and Queen Sudakshina. The history of his dynasty is elaborated upon by Kalidasa in Raghuvamsha. He is the great grandfather of Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra's father is, Dasharatha. What is the Dasharatha's father's name? Only few will be knowing. I don't know, none will be knowing here. Anybody can tell who is the father of Dasharatha? Aja. Aja was the father of Dasharatha. Aja's father, anybody? Was Raghu. Great grandfather of Ramachandra was Raghu. His father was Dilipa. So the dynasty goes up. That is the Surya Vamsha. It came from sun. That's why it's called Sun Dynasty or Ikshvaku. Another great king was there. So the dynasty or that rulers or the clan was recognized by great kings. So before Ramachandra, one of the greatest king in that dynasty was Raghu. That's why he's called Raghuvara, the best among the Raghu clan. Ramachandra's another name is Raghurama. Raghuvara, the best amongst the clan of Raghu from the family. So Ramachandra's father Dasharatha. Dasharatha's father Aja. Aja's father was Raghu. That's why he's called Raghuvara Vimala Jasu. That pure form of that glory of Ramachandra. I'm going to describe Varanau Raghuvara Vimala Yash. So to describe, to glorify Varnana, this is Hanuman Chalisa. Why Lord Ramachandra should be glorified, we will take up in the next session and explain about the Raghuvara and all the other things about this Raghu also, the greatness of Raghu. Why was he called? Rama was called Raghu Rama, all that thing we will see in the next class. We will just contemplate, meditate on this wonderful Hanuman Chalisa. Know every bit of it, depth of it. So when we are singing Hanuman Chalisa, your mind should contemplate on all these things and enjoy Hanuman Chalisa. Not just dham, dhum, dhum and beating and this thing and finishing off Hanuman Chalisa 120 times. No. You should get that quality which it stands for, the beauty of Hanuman Chalisa. That which Hanuman stood for, it should be assimilated into your personality. Then it will be nice when you chant Hanuman Chalisa. So we'll go deeper, deeper, meditate on Hanuman and get the benefit of Hanuman Chalisa. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.